Welcome to my channel. I am going to react to NF singing How Could You Leave Us? And for those of you who are new to my channel, whenever I'm doing NF or any other rapper, I always try to turn on the subtitles. I know they're not the best, but they're better than nothing. And at my age, I have trouble following these guys, so I turn on the subtitles to help me understand what they're singing. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not really sorry, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just a part of me. You have to get used to me if you're going to stay on this channel. And by the way, I really do appreciate you coming here to watch my videos. I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate every one of you that comes from all over the world to watch my videos and to comment on them. And we're just building a community that's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. As I do with every artist that I feature, I will go to NF's YouTube channel and I'll get all of his links and I'll put them in the description of my video. All you have to do is click on the More link on my description right underneath the title to see the links. What I ask you to do is support the artists that I feature by subscribing to their YouTube channel, by following them on their social media accounts, and by buying their music if you like their music. So this is NF singing How Could You Leave Us?
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you, cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor, I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I think about sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. Get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Going from
Man. Oh. That one hurts. That hurts. Man. Oh. I think about all the people in the world that have been robbed of their parents because of evil. It takes so much away from a child that it haunts them all their lives. You could hear it in his voice at the end when he was crying and singing. It's what we call a love-hate relationship, where you think you hate the person, but actually what you hate is their actions. And you know, you can't, it's hard not to love your parents. It's really hard. They have to really do a lot of bad stuff to you to get you to the point where you don't love them at all. As much as you hate what they've done to you, you still long for their touch. You still long for their approval. You still long for their words. You long for their presence. Man, that's a tough song. That's a tough song. For all the people that have been through that, I just wish there was some way we could wave a magic wand and make it go away, but there isn't. You have to live with that pain, and you have to deal with that pain, and you have to work your way through that pain. And I have no idea what it's like. I was raised in a loving family, father and mother, and they lived to be pretty old. So I don't know what it's like at all, and I can empathize with you, but I can't. There's no way I can possibly know how bad it hurts you on the inside. And all I can say is, there's one Father that will never leave you, that will never treat you bad, that will never do you wrong, and that's God. And if you're still searching for that, I know this might be controversial to some people who say they're Christians, but I'm going to tell you how you can make God your Father. It's very simple. Romans 10:9 and 10. Go read it. You believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is your Lord. You confess with your mouth that He's your Lord. And you believe that God raised Him from the dead. That's all it takes. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to do right things. You can't do anything to get into God's family except make Jesus Christ your Lord and believe that God raised Him from the dead. That's all it takes. So, if that's you at this moment in time, then just ask God to come into your heart, and He will. He'll never disappoint you. He'll never do the things that human parents can do to you. And He'll heal your heart. He'll actually get you to the point where you can forgive your parents for what they've done to you that's wrong. And that will bring you a peace that passes all understanding, believe me. That will bring you peace that passes all understanding. Man, what a tough song. If I could, I'd hug NF and tell him, it's all going to be okay, man. It's all going to be okay. But the pain that he expressed in that song, that is deep down inside, rooted inside of him. He just wanted his mom to be there for him, and she wasn't. Man. Well, you, my followers, I pray for you every day, and I'll tell you something. The Bible says, the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. So don't think that I'm just doing this to blow air, because I'm not. I'm seriously praying for you. And I mean it when I say that I pray that you will have an abundant life, and that you will live a long time, and that you'll be healthy, and that God will keep you safe from harm. I mean that, and God means it. And I mean it when I say that I pray that God will do the same for every person you love, because the people in your lives are important to you, and you deserve for them to be in your lives. And I mean it when I say, above anything else, I pray that you will be anxious for nothing. My viewers, I pray that you, my viewers, will be anxious for nothing. For nothing. But in all things, through prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, you will make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.